It was.
What's up, bro? This is Dongo Bongo episode 30, maybe 40, probably 40. I don't even know.
Something.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
Sorry. I thought I was just mistaken at first, since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Mew.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
It must have been some special method only Mew knew.
Ah, the
like using a cell
wall.
phone.
The
There's
wall
no
that only
doubt.
Echo
non.
located it.
That's
So
why
Yeah.
she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to
True.
move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
Which is the wall that only an NPC or whatever.
Oh no.
The item.
She
Whatever
dropped
it's
the bridge to make a
Don't
huge
know.
scene just
Yeah.
to let everyone know it's no longer there.
Do you send you another video?
He didn't send me one. It's just some.
What?
There's another one.
So,
He's holding toilet
what secret
paper.
method did she
Is he on the
use?
toilet?
I really hope he's not. That would be like. That would be. Make it even worse.
Oh, I'm getting distracted.
Yeah, you really are.
We'll watch
It
some
won't
more
be that
stuff.
easy to figure out. It's called a secret method for a reason.
I've already figured it out.
No worries, guys. As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-OK.
What?
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time. This
Oh, how
file
dare you.
trial's for
I'm
all of
alright
us.
with that.
We're here to solve this
Yeah.
together.
You're saying I can't do it?
You would just slow down Shuichi.
You really would.
Shut up!
You've done it before. Remember when you wanted to work with me? I don't have time to deal with Kokichi right now. Or mainly Kaito, but I need to focus on the case. I'm positive that Mew used some kind of special method to get to the mansion. Okay, I just have to figure out what it was. Is this Hangman's Gambit? No? Oh. Wall added by Mew.
Only Mew knew about. Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
Would it be a
Instead of bridge.
bridge?
Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
Or maybe she teleported with magic.
You know,
Or she used a
It's-
warp zone.
could be
Maybe there's a
teleported.
place you could cross without a
I
bridge.
don't think they'd be teleported.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get across.
Ah,
Yeah,
well, I didn't hit.
didn't even go for the V.
I didn't notice it until I already pressed right.
So disappointing.
If I tried going over to it,
That's it, Kibo.
I would have ran
There
out
was
of
a
time.
hidden route only Mew could use.
Was there really?
I was on the guessing
Mew
play.
modified the program to add a special wall to the world. The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found two such walls in the virtual world. It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel. We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass through.
Don't be naive, Shuichi.
Oh, what?
Oh, shut up.
Kaito? Really? You are slowing me
You
down.
think too smart.
What is it, Kaito?
Jeez.
The
you
always
set up a weird
wrong on
wall like
this.
that? That is suspicious. But it's got nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Nothing to do with it.
What are you on about?
You don't even realize your mistake? Are you losing your edge? Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it right.
Die. Actually die.
What we gotta figure out is how Mew got from the chapel to the mansion. So why waste time talking about the impossible? It's pointless. We
Use
gotta take a
Avatar.
whole new approach here.
Maybe.
Now, wait just a second. It's not actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object after all. I'll cut through your
Boy, what you got?
The wall wasn't the only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
Have you noticed how much better I've gotten at this, though?
No.
Really? Oh. Don't you think that it was worse when I did the first one? In number 2?
We've always been bad.
That's so dog.
from human to object?
Which means the virtual world treated her avatar as an object. She could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
Is that right?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says. I already told you, the more you try, the more you cause us trouble. It's so totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
Kokichi, enough! I wasn't arguing with him. I was just explaining.
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all.
He's caught.
It just means even I make mistakes. Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
Okay.
Even you make mistakes. Yeah.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
So, if Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through,
Then her secret route was through that wall?
that's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map. I bet
She
Mew
would
had
have
a
had to
hidden
use-
passage like that in the back of the chapel.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage? 'Cause Mew said...
It's the end of the world.
She probably lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
You lied. Huh.
True.
What the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
That cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being
Jesus.
nothing past the wall. She lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
Kokichi, you no have to go that far.
Stop it! Don't badmouth Mommy!
Monotaro?
Listen to you, talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore. But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden route in that virtual world.
Oh, there wasn't, huh?
Hey! You can't tell them such an important hint!
Oh, if you say that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
Oh, shoot!
Ah, jeez. You're lucky you're cute.
Was Kokichi saying all that stuff about Miyu to get the Cubs to reveal something? I guess I should thank him, but I have no idea why he does things sometimes.
So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program? If there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
Mew wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason. We aren't sure why yet, but once we solve the mystery of the virtual world...
Mystery of virtual world?
There have been a lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to. We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
All right, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing. Remember?
Why?
That thing that made us notice all the strange
noise.
occurrences?
The events that led us here, there.
This is it! You mean the loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
Wow!
Lol.
Yeah, whatever, we just noticed it basically.
Hmm? You all heard that sound too?
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point. Did that sound really come from the chapel?
Why did we hear Kibo though? That still is getting to me.
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
Yeah, blah blah. Oh no.
You heard my voice too?
What? That is pretty strange.
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first. There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
Kokichi talked like he noticed something. Pretending not to know?
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
Sorry, going to not mean it like that.
There's no need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
Another mysterious phenomenon. Something that shouldn't be possible, like Mew in the mansion or that loud noise. I need to remember everything else that happened in there. I don't even know what it is.
I know what it is. What's something that you're like, wait, what? How did that get there?
The toilet paper.
No.
I don't think it's that.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I don't think it's that either. Is there anything else? Oh, of course. The sign. Can I? Oh, I have to. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, okay, that wasn't even on it, was it?
I see it!
Nope.
Luckily it gave me that little mini game to do, whatever it's called.
Odd how? We mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river.
We
found it later, but there was something unnatural about it.
Finding the sign was definitely weird. I'm most confused by how the sign got there. I should remember exactly what happened with that sign. Alright, here we go!
Yay.
Wait, so... was there something about the water or something? Was the water like going a different way?
Yeah.
It must have passed through the wall then. Because it's an item. Because it's an item.
Yep.
That means that the wall was on the right side. Well, that just led us to where the wall is and how it works. It's sort of like a Pac-Man game. You know how you go onto the right side, come out the left?
Oh, yeah.
Oh crap, what does it... At which point was the signboard swept away? Oh my god.
Just like a guess.
Yeah, well, not a guess, I didn't even read them.
Yeah.
Now they're moving.
You know what those letters look like? They look like the item boxes from Mario Kart.
Yeah. Because the colors. They're like, yeah.
Rainbow kind of.
And you are in a
driving as
car.
well.
So like.
Yeah.
Can you read it for me?
Where is the end of the river?
There's the end of the river. There are multiple ends, really, aren't they? I guess the right side. Chapel side.
Oh, whoa.
Go read this as well, just remember. Because you keep forgetting to read.
Well, I can't really tell what it is until it's too late.
True.
I can't tell what it is right now.
You can, like, at least, like, think out loud so I can try to work it out as well.
I have no idea. Okay, where is the signboard? Where was the signboard found after it was swept away? That's for you.
Where's the signboard? Mansion side. Those were some easy questions.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, there's another question?
Yep.
Oh, then I wouldn't have bloody messed around.
Good job. Now you're gonna get a shitty score.
I don't care about the score.
True.
Oh, come
Compared to the river's way, did the signboard float?
What? Compared to
the river's current, which way did the signboard float?
Which way did it float?
To the right.
I guess. Why does it say compared?
Right, compared.
I don't get compared in this sentence.
Yeah.
Well...
Against, I guess? Wait, compared...
Without knowing what's going on, would say against.
Yeah.
But it didn't actually go against.
It actually went with...
It appeared as though the sign was carried against the river's current. We all saw Mew drop the sign and watched the river carry it downstream. And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct? It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there.
But no, it
But
went...
that's not where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Hold
True.
up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river.
Oh my
Boulders near the
god.
mansion so she could get back.
Wait, what is he saying?
He's
She
being
probably
dumb.
grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river. Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back. Then left it on the boulders
Because she
near
totally
the mansion
needed
so
to
she
cross
could
the
get back.
river.
Why would she leave the
It's
signboard
not like she
where
was
she
an
gets swept
object or
away and
anything.
leave her stranded?
Is he thinking? Or is he just saying? Does he know what we're talking about? I feel like he doesn't know what we're talking about. What conclusion we're actually trying to get to.
Yeah, I think he never
Also,
has any
this has
idea what
nothing to do
he's
with walking
doing.
through the wall, right? We're getting off topic. We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what. All the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
I can already see how it connects.
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are...
I don't know about the sound bit
I don't
yet,
know. But Shuichi should know, right?
What?
Why was pinning
We
on
would be in a
Shuichi?
lot of trouble if you didn't.
I'm alright with it. It makes me
The
flex
only one
more.
who can solve this mystery and save us all.
True.
Is you.
Unless,
Kokichi
unless
probably
my
knows
character
everything already.
says...
Do you know Shuichi?
Unless my character says no, then I'm kind of disappointed. Please don't say.
Well,
Yeah.
what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
Wait, what? No. It's possibly... I need to read that. Oh no, I can't read that. What did he say?
Press F1.
Oh, well, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I legit can't find it.
What are you looking
What's
for?
there one for? Oh, wall advert.
This is it!
That was a close
It
one.
might have to do with a wall that only objects can pass through. The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel.
But it came out.
But
the
if
other
that
side.
wall happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through,
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through. That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how did it end up by the mansion?
Oh my god. How do you not know?
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not.
Ah, I love that YouTuber. That's right. That's the real issue here. How could the signboard pass through the wall but end up on the mansion side? What would explain that?
Leave it to me, Shuichi. I, your partner, will give you hints in times of trouble.
No, please don't. What?
This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
Huh? The hell does that even mean?
Kokichi might be on to something there. We need to forget about what we know and just think about it. I guess you could say it's like a portal. I guess. I don't know.
Pretty much.
How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and end up upstream? Putting common sense aside and focusing on the flow of the river, signboard teleported. Or, wait, no, the downstream and upstream connect. Oh, crap. I guess.
That's it!
Yeah. Seems more of a smart answer.
Both ends of the river were connected.
Huh? Both ends of river connected?
Sort of like, think of it as King Kai's planet, you know? Sort of. You know what I'm saying? Imagine King Kai's planet and there being a wall blocking you, like just a wall that you couldn't go through, but if you walk the other way, you'd be on the other side of that wall, you know?
Because it's just like a circle.
Yeah.
A circle, a sphere, yeah.
Just think of it like that.
I think your Pac-Man one earlier is better.
True.
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel. It's all part of one big...
Oops. Didn't mean to press that.
Oh well.
What are you talking
We know
about?
it anyway.
Both ends of the river can't...
Again, throw out all common sense from your head.
It's a
We're
bloody
talking
game.
about the virtual world.
Then what about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
Wait, in that case...
I got it! I know why Mew only set up one wall.
What are you talking about now?
The reason she only set up one wall is because the chapel and the mansion walls, one wall was already in place. They're the same wall. They're exact duplicates. They're the same wall.
That's it! The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall.
The same wall?
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected. Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis. That
I'm
single
probably gonna
wall
go
divides the
just
entire
like
virtual world.
one-sided.
You're lagging out, what'd you say?
I'm probably gonna go to bed soon.
Dog.
We won't get this done tonight anyway.
Yeah. Probably get to half time and then be like later. Actually, half time could be really soon.
Yeah.
And this
The idea is
episode has
you
only
pass
gone for
through the
half an
wall by the
hour.
chapel and come out by the mansion.
Everything is starting to connect. See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
Damn it, Kokichi! Just tell us!
It's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch! If both the river and wall are connected, then you can find the secret. Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
The secret, huh? Do I? Yes, I suppose we should clear that up.
Yeah.
We need to solve the mystery of the virtual world. Hangman's Gambit. Do I know the secret?
Yep. Let me check.
Do you know?
Yeah, you won't get this.
Okay, what is it then?
World. Oh,
You lagged.
world.
Where's it? Whoa. You lagged again, by the way.
World loops.
World loops.
Yeah.
Why is that? Okay. Ooh. I can't find W. The heck is W? Like, seriously. What the heck? There's legit no W. There's M. Is... Oh, apparently W was upside down. What the heck was that? Somehow meant... Oh, that's stupid.
I see now.
I see now.
Yes, that's it. The virtual world is a loop.
Didn't we already... Oh, whatever.
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example,
Go with it. Should have
when
rather
a
say
character goes
Pac-Man.
off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Yes, exactly.
There it is.
The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
I still think Hangman's Gambit is still stupid. How you're meant to know exactly
Not
what
as
it
bad
says.
as it was before, though.
Yeah, but like that only changes that doesn't change what full on, like what really made it stupid.
Yeah.
Just knowing how am I meant to know exactly like the exact word?
Who knows?
Words can be said differently. Loser.
The virtual world loops?
What in the world?
If that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away.
We already summed this. Did we already say
It
this?
vanished into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream, and floated with the current until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happened.
We haven't even
Huh?
talked about
It doesn't explain everything,
the
does
killer
it?
yet.
Because we still don't know why we heard that one
Nope.
sound or Kibo's voice.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the map loading point.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Huh? Really?
Oh, that sound could have been the board crashing into the rocks. Maybe. No?
Yes,
I don't know.
but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Where the loop starts. Doesn't it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop...
What? If we heard a noise
Gone.
from the
Right,
chapel.
oh, yeah.
Oh, because we would have heard Kibo. And then the loop.
No.
What? Still, what?
Can we just tell you?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no time.
Yeah.
The wavy middle thing, wavy middle thing, wavy middle thing. Alright then.
Cut out. I could understand what you were saying because, but like, I felt like 2 years. was just too late when I could understand what you're saying. Alright,
Wavy middle thing.
Wait.
Yeah, do it.
I know it's the wavy little middle thing, but like the loop starts at the wavy little thing.
Mm-hmm.
How does that?
There!
How does that? What, the
The
opposite
map
sides?
loading point was where the virtual world looped.
Or
thought
are
the
we talking
loading
about
point was
originally?
in the middle of the map.
Wait, no. Oh,
But the loading point was actually at the edges.
so they were swap sides.
Mm-hmm.
Originally. Okay, this is weird.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather, her wall was at the center of the world.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them. And any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion. The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so
That's right. That's how the virtual world works.
Impressive, Shuichi!
Wait, so... Okay.
For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
Calm
For
down.
you to get this far, what are you, some villain pulling the strings?
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember? Mew also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center, which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that. There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap. But we solved this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
Yeah, if Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
Thanks, Shuichi. You saved us.
Oh, wow.
You're welcome.
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet. Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit. That's how a class trial works, after all!
Kokichi talking like Monokuma again.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
What is Kokichi's plan here? He's definitely, prodding at Kaito on purpose. Well, there's no time for distractions like him. What we have to do is find the culprit who killed Mew. It doesn't matter how many little mysteries we solve if we can't find the culprit. It would be all for naught. But I still don't know for sure who it could be. Who used Mew's plan against her to kill her? Who killed Mew? Intermission.
I'm gonna go to bed now.
Wait, just to make the video longer, should we read what they say in the intermission?
Sure.
Man, I'm bushed. I got no motivation at all, and Monophanes period is... Okay. Father, why do you know Monophanes?
And another thing.
Never mind that. Perhaps this lack of motivation is due to a lack of hibernation. Lack of hibernation? Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well lately, so I haven't really been able to hibernate. That's awful. What could be causing it? Is it because you have a lot on your mind? Is it because the graveyard shift pays a better hourly wage?
Really?
Is it because you don't want them to think you're just goofing around? Is it because you want to stay friends? Is it because you want to watch it in real time? Father? He's gone into hibernation. We should let him be. Yeah, you're right. Night-night.
My head. Monotaro! Pull yourself together! I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't. My head hurts so much, I just can't remember.
If you've forgotten, maybe that's for the best. From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves. After all, our baby is excited to meet his daddy, you know?
What?
Daddy? Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
Are they not siblings? What?
What a colossal death flag.
Anyway guys, I'm sorry that this was a short episode, but you know,